Today we're going to be talking about mental health and the importance of families and the understanding and where to get a resource, where to get some help. With us now is a wonderful attorney. Her name is Carolyn Reinach Wolf. Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
When we first met, I was so impressed with you, Carolyn. You have the largest heart of anyone that I know. You are so kind and compassionate. What you do for a living just blows me away. So can we talk about the type of law that you practice and why it's so important in today's society?
Sure. I have a mental health law practice. It's the only practice of its kind in the entire country. We work with mental health organizations, mental health professionals. One of my partners does mental health criminal cases, another does discrimination. But my niche is actually to work with families. Families come to me asking for help on just navigating the mental health and the healthcare system. They have young adults, they have older family members who are confronting the challenges of serious mental illness, often more and more substance abuse issues, and sometimes kids on the autism spectrum. It's a very confusing, very challenging world to work in. I'm a former hospital administrator, so I understand the healthcare system as a whole, and we try to utilize the mental health legal system, clinical system, supportive services to come up with a strategy to get people into treatment, to get them the help that they need, and to hopefully turn them back into living a normal life.
You are a champion for people. That I do know. You really truly are. You don't sleep. You work 24/7 because these types of things, people are in crisis at all times, all different times of the day. Can you walk us through one particular case, of course, without mentioning any names, that sticks out for you, or something that, made a difference for you personally, that you said to yourself, wow, man, I'm so glad that I made a difference?
Yeah, we've handled many, many cases throughout the 25 plus years I've been doing this, and we do have a 24-hour answering service that clients have access to when needed. I had a woman several years ago who was an Ivy League school graduate, brilliant, very creative, had a serious mental health breakdown and ended up living on the streets of New York. She would be parked on one of the street corners. People would be nice and bring her food and give her some assistance. There was actually somebody from a local precinct, one of the detectives, who would bring her food and bring her clothes in the winter. But we couldn't get her, the family couldn't get her moved off that corner. Family contacted us, we spoke to them, we went through what were the legal options in the mental health system, the healthcare system, and ultimately we decided to bring on a mental health warrant so that we could get her to a hospital for an evaluation. Ultimately she was admitted. She spent several weeks in the hospital. Then we got her into the assisted outpatient treatment program, which is court-ordered outpatient treatment. Got a guardian appointed for her, someone who was a close friend of hers who really wanted to help her get well and go back to work. And over time, through a lot of treatment, a lot of supportive services, I had a case manager put in place. The guardian worked with her to get her services and benefits. She ended up going home for a short while. She stayed on her medication. She stayed in treatment. She came back to New York City, got her own apartment, went back to a full life and a professional job that she had left. So it's one of our shining success stories.
You also work with people that a crime has been committed to them and they might have mental health issues, or, and they need help with that. So it's all different types of families that you're able to work with and help.
Right. Our practice overlaps all other areas of the law, all walks of life. And yes, we do mental health criminal cases. One of my partners has expertise in that area. We overlap with all sorts of mental health professionals. We have a team that we collaborate with: psychiatrists, psychologists, social workers, case managers. It's a very collaborative and joint effort on everybody's part. I'm kind of the team leader, if you will. But the goal is to come up with a strategy. Also, I'm very big on getting families off the firing line. I really want them to go back to being mom and dad, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, and put services and professionals in place to work with the individual, the loved one who needs the assistance.
It's a beautiful goal. Thank you very much, Carolyn, for
You're
joining
welcome.
us. It's a pleasure. It's always wonderful to see you again. And I knew that you'd be an excellent resource for my audience, and I said, please, I've been asking you to come down, and you did. Today was the day, so thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Stay tuned for more on Live It Up. If you need help, please reach out to Carolyn. She definitely can be the person that can answer those needs that you have.